Hey there! My name is Calista Best, reporting for Kids First, age 14. Today, we are going to take a look at a Japanese animated film known as Napping Princess. So this film centers around a girl named Kokone, who I am pretty sure has narcolepsy, though it's never outright stated. And this is because she oftentimes dozes off and enters a dream world known as Heartland. After her father is arrested for being blamed for stealing technology from a famous company, she teams up with her childhood friend Morio to go track him down. So I am a big fan of the two main characters, Kokone and Morio. I like how they work off each other, and I do think that they have a very good and believable friendship. I do feel like they have the bond that only really close friends can have. However, aside from Morio, Kokone, and Kokone's dad, I don't feel like a lot of the characters stand out that much. Although I do like the characters in the world known as Heartland, but I'll touch on that later. I also am a humongous fan of the way Japanese animation looks, and this film is no different. I'm a huge fan of Studio Ghibli, and this gave me very Ghibli vibes. I love how the backgrounds in both the dream world and the real world look. I like little things like how the characters move and how Kokone's hair move. I love it. It's just so pretty. And speaking of visual stuff, I also really like how in the dream world Heartland, I like how the character in Heartland Ancient, I like her outfits. Like, her costumes just look really cool, and I'm a big fan of how they look. And to me personally, I think the Heartland moments of this film, like the dream sequences, are the best part of the movie. See, because the real world and the dream world have two different stories, and it sometimes switches in between them. And I really like the story in the dream world because it centers around a kingdom with both sci-fi and fantasy elements with a lot of action. My type of story. And it's also a very creative story. Like, the main character in this world, Ancient, she has a magic tablet, which is probably one of the most creative, imaginative things I've ever seen. It's a very unique idea. And also, the background music is really pretty, giving me a lot of orchestral vibes. It turns out this movie's soundtrack was made by Yoko Shimomura, a famous video game composer, which I got pretty excited by considering she made one of my favorite video game songs of all time. However, one thing that does bother me is that this movie is advertised to be a sci-fi fantasy film, even though I feel like there is a lot more sci-fi than fantasy. The only thing that feels like it has sci-fi fantasy elements are the dream sequences, but even then, the dream sequences are attached from the main story, and you could cut them out entirely, but it's still just like a minor nitpick I have. There really isn't much that I don't like about this film. I would give this film a 4 out of 5 and recommend it for ages 12 to 18, as there is quite a bit of language spread throughout, and this film is already out on DVD. So that's it for this review. If you like it, make sure to check out the Kids First website and, of course, all the other Kids First reviewers. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!